Sorkar jylla kalashim yakarai kan pynkiew no yak jingerap pisa cheng Nonghikai school adhoc yak nikarai la munjor mataga sini kong ka sautrik daga kan hun menteri ni kabinet. Menteri rambang kejelau kondan kisah mau lai tu maka kan hun menteri kalam munjor bat pynkiew no yak jingmang pisa cheng school pat kan sang menteri kam lalu kecitrik matau lai tu pat daga nikarai ka sorkar kan hapan perlu tam palat chispa klor tingka shisnem yang kebang anhap baju khati diki wiki department ulong bagi doi kai adhoc di school private basyu rap lam sam taka sorkar yang kebala pynkiew khadu hau jelle jong snem marajar khat rio haga beide bagi jingdawa ban ketiu 100% ketulop man lau snem miji romba baitho paka sorkar ka klamshim rai satya namar kidai school private perkasong haga managing committee ban Pyndem Kadkum kecing itu kontrak ke sorkar kalarai bahkan pynkiew ke tulop ke bahkan 6hajar sekian Nonghikai higher secondary school ke bemut bahkan yo lai hajar naka 6hajar secondary school kin yo ya ka 6hajar naka 6hajar science teacher kin yo ya ka jingerap ke lai hajar tingka naka 6hajar tingka kat baki baki Nonghikai an pynkiew dah 6hajar ke bemut bagi lower primary kinyo 6hajar naka 6hajar upper primary 8hajar naka 6hajar Nonghikai hindi 6hajar naka 6hajar but ki for teacher kinyo 6hajar naka bagi juyo 6hajar tingka.
So a very good afternoon to everyone. We had a cabinet meeting this afternoon, and in the cabinet meeting there were 4 agendas that were discussed. The first agenda was regarding the enhancement of salary or enhancement of grant in aid, I should say, grant in aid to the ad hoc school teachers. This was the first agenda that was discussed. As you are all aware that the ad hoc schools are privately run schools which have their own independent managing committees. And in the previous years, government of Meghalaya has been providing aid to these privately run schools run by the managing committees, and certain amount of lump sum grant is given every month to these schools. There has been a demand from the teachers who are working in these private schools run by the management committees that this grant in aid which the government of Meghalaya gives should be enhanced. As you're aware, in the year 2017, in the month of June, there was enhancement that was made at that point in time. And based on the different memorandums that have come, the Education Department has put up a proposal which the Cabinet discussed in detail. And we have decided to enhance the grant in aid to these privately run ad hoc schools. For the different categories that are there, the higher secondary, the secondary and the science teachers, the cabinet has decided as that the enhancement will be 9,000 rupees for this category, which means the higher secondary teacher who used to get 24,000 will get 33,000 now. The secondary teachers who used to get 20,000 will get 29,000, and the science teachers who used to get 22,000 will get 31,000. The other category is the UP, the LP, and the Hindi teachers, and also the 4th teacher of the SSA. In these 4 categories, we have decided to enhance the salary by 6,000, which means the upper primary teachers who used to get 16,000 rupees will now get 22,000 rupees. The LP school teachers who used to get 12,000 will get 18,000 rupees. The Hindi teachers who used to get 12,000 will also get 18,000 rupees. And the 4th teacher for the SSA who used to also get 12,000 rupees will get 18,000 rupees now. So the total impact of this will be roughly about 100 crores annually. So from 212 crores which is given now, In the coming years, every year the enhancement will go by, as I said, go up by about 100 crores. So roughly about 310 plus minus crores will be the impact. So there's about 100 crores impact will be there on the overall amount that the government will have to spend. A question that I think I'll be able to answer, that's for the managing committees to look into. And as I said, to be very fair, that it is the managing committees that run the schools, it's not the government. And I again repeat myself that these are private owned and privately run schools, and government only aids. So as I said, tomorrow if government starts to aid hospitals, say for example, and if the private hospitals then come and say that, well, the doctors say that, increase our salary. So it's compared, you can compare it to that. And you can see that it's not fully government's responsibility to look into those aspects. But yes, we are concerned about education. And as I said, we feel that the teachers and the different managing committees are doing their part, and they are adding to the overall education sector. And therefore the government would like to support, and hence the government is supporting. How the managing committees run, that is individual managing committees look out. I don't have any comments on that. But yes, I think overall mechanism to streamline things and to improve the overall functioning of ad hoc schools also has to be looked into. But I think that will be done at the appropriate time. Decided on giving 5% increment. We have to understand the basic facts when it comes to ad hoc teachers, that these are basically privately run schools, and these are not government schools. It's like having a private hospital and doctors working there, and government supporting with a grant to the schools or the hospitals that may be functioning. So therefore the entire onus actually is on the managing committee. They may be charging fees, the fees never comes to government, and it stays with the managing committee. So this is a overall grant that the government gives because we feel that education is important, and therefore we give that grant. So therefore the provision to have a 5% increment was something that we did not take a decision on, and it will be difficult keeping the financial challenges and constraints. Even this decision that we took, as I said, has an impact of 100 crores, which I have been mentioning from day one, will have to be cut from other departments' budgets to make up for this, because there's budgetary allocation for every sector and every department, and based on that financial decisions are made. So hence it is not easy, but because of the fact that we've seen that there is always from time to time there is revision that is made in the different grants that are made to these privately run schools, we have decided that we will give an enhancement, as I said, for the first category 9,000, and for the second category 6,000. Put in funds for new buildings, and I had kept about another 100 plus 120 crores, 150 crores more to improve all the government LP schools by giving them 2 to 3 lakhs each. So we are yet to go down to the detailed numbers, and that's the reason why these kind of decisions do take time. And obviously we wanted to come out with the best possible deal. But as I said, these exercises are going on, and as we move along, as we see the overall performance of the different departments, we will decide on how we will have to adjust the budget.